Okay, on to question 4, which is also pretty short. This says, suppose all 4 files listed below have a buffer overflow vulnerability. User midshipman intends to execute a buffer overflow attack to take root control of the computer by running code that will open up a shell prompt. Determine which file would be best to exploit and briefly explain why. Okay, so looking at these files, we can see that 3 of them are considered executable. So right away we can rule out file 4.c because it's a .c file, right? So not an executable, right? So we can't possibly execute C code, right? We'd have to compile it, so that's not worth looking at. So let's narrow down the rest of them. What we'd like to find here is a program that's owned by root and has a buffer overflow and allows us to become root when we execute it via the set UID permission. So again, we can immediately cross out this file 2.exe because it is not owned by root, right? So we don't care about becoming MIA or students, therefore we don't really care about file 2.exe. So now we've got 2 left. We look at file 1.exe and file 3.exe. They're both owned by root. They're both executable by everyone, so midshipman's going to be able to execute it. Those are other things to check though, right? We want to make sure whoever we are, we have that execute permission on the file. So we want to look at that column to see, can we actually do this? And then we want to look at, can we become the owner of that file? Does it have set UID permissions, right? And if we look at the first one here, file 1, no set UID, whereas file 3.exe does have set UID. So set UID and root, those are the things we're looking for. So file 3.exe should be our answer. And you'd say something about set UID perms to become root, and anyone can execute. So that's it.